Hello, and welcome to another update video about Bitcoin. Just a quick middle of the day update. It's been quite a boring Saturday. That is not a surprise given the structures that we've seen from the Monday low. We had the rally, but then the correction is still extending. And yesterday, the breakout that we had, fake out rather, and another test of support. And given that we're still below resistance and above support, and given that it's Saturday, we didn't really necessarily expect a lot of movement today. I think we might see some action tomorrow. Let's talk about the short-term bullish and short-term bearish scenarios. And let's talk about whether the parameters that we defined for the weekend in the previous video, whether they are still relevant. So from a bullish point of view, we're still tracking here a so-called 1-2 setup to the upside. So we have this wave 1 that was the rally from the 13th of January low. We see this as, substantial wave 4, which then led to a rally in wave 1, and we had a wave 2 pullback, and from here possibly a third wave rally, obviously, right? This third wave would be a 5-wave move as well, as per the yellow scenario. And how do we know that this is playing out? Well, we never know, but we had a nice reaction to the Monday low, and that was a questionable 5-wave move, so can't really trust it fully. And now we are dealing with a corrective pullback. Now, I see this as a corrective pullback. I don't see it really as impulse to the downside. That's why I'm not trusting the white count, which is the bearish option, which we'll talk about in a minute. So what can I say? I mean, I'm tentatively looking for higher prices here, but we are in a support area in the middle of a support box for a wave 2 after the price rallied obviously on Monday in a potential wave 1, this potential wave 2, and then a third wave could start from this region, 93,630 to 96,770 as key support area, but the reaction isn't really, as I said, isn't really there yet. And the parameters we defined in the previous video were the, first of all, the support, obviously, we talked about that already in the last few days, that hasn't changed. 96,770 to 93,630. For those of you who are not so familiar with Elliott Wave, a wave 2 pullback should normally not break below the 78.6 retracement, which is why we are tracking this level as a key support level. And then also we defined the resistance area, because in the white, more bearish count, this here is going to be a meaningful resistance for potentially an internal wave 2 bounce. So whenever we get now a rally, it could just be a wave 2, and it takes a break above this resistance. Again, we talk about the 78.6 retracement level there again at 99,225 to indicate that it might take the direct path higher somehow, okay? But if it does that, then we also need to see a break above 100,840 and here 102,550. These are important levels to watch to the upside. For now, I just see a sideways range, a boring sideways range. And we could be, if the yellow count plays out, this could be the last rally of this cycle. If you're interested in getting a better idea of the larger time frame, then I encourage you to check out our main channel, MCO Global. A few days ago, it's this video. I covered the NASDAQ together with the Bitcoin chart on the weekly time frame. So it gives you a good idea of where we are. So check it out. I will link the video. I will link the channel in the video description. Also, what I will do later today, I will publish a video here during which I talk about the Bitcoin chart, how it could be affected by Trump's strategic reserve plans. Okay, I think that's a topic that a lot of you have asked for. So this is going to be uploaded later today. If that interests you, check it out. Again, quick reminder, this is going to be our main channel from now on. That doesn't mean that the content on the More Crypto channel will change. It won't. Okay, so the idea is that in the short-term bearish count, we could move towards this 82K area. 82K, 85K next in the white scenario. But this is not impulsive to the downside, so I don't trust it at this stage. Yeah, it pretty much is very simple. It's the 93,630 level, which is the 78.6 retracement of the rally that happened on Monday. That will, let's say, lead to, not invalidation, but most likely lead to invalidation of the yellow count. And then the market, if it drops further, maybe in the coming week, could attempt another rally from the low 80K region. Now, there is really not much more to say about Bitcoin, but what I wanted to do is to take a look at the Bitcoin dominance chart. We took a look at that today in our member live stream as well, in a little bit more detail. So I thought it might make sense to cover this here in one of the videos as well. And what I can say is, just what I repeated before, from an Elliott Wave point of view, this is not really a great chart to analyze. I mean, it's just not reliable, but I still show you the patterns so we can identify some tendencies. Now, what is clear is that my idea that a top had already been struck got invalidated. Market is still pushing higher, reached the 64.4% level now. Any higher, we've got 68.5% as next resistance, and then the previous swing highs from August 19 and December 2020, around 73%. So at this stage, I think we have a very clear swing low to watch. It takes at this stage a break below this one at 54.7% to indicate that a larger top has formed. From a technical point of view, I'm not a huge fan of analyzing this chart from a technical point of view because it is more, it's a chart, it compares market caps. It's not a tradable asset as such, and therefore the Elliott Wave value of this chart is limited. But still, a lot of you ask for it, so I do give my best to give you an idea of where things could be going. It does respect, however, the Fibonacci levels. We've noticed that. Especially here, it reached exactly the 78.6 retracement at 64.4%, but without any clear signal of a top. The wave count to the upside is full, but so far, any reversal attempts to the downside have failed. So the trend is still up, altcoins still suffering, Bitcoin still leading. That can change, so we will keep an eye on it in future videos as well. That's the update about Bitcoin. Hope you liked the update. If you did, please hit the like button, leave a comment, and subscribe. And if you really like the content, then please check out the channel membership. Thank you very much. Bye-bye.